What's good, everybody? Stupid996 here, and welcome to yet another Pokemon tier list video. Now, today we are going over my top Pokemon types. This is the most accurate tier list available. All the tier lists are, in fact, wrong. We went over all the starters, finally finished that trilogy, so I wanted to start a new one. This isn't really a trilogy, just so much like other tier lists that I wanted to make, so I figured typing's a good start. As always, we have goated, stupid good, okay, meh, and trash, and we'll be sorting them out accordingly. So without further ado, let's get into the video. First up, let's go with an easy one, grass. Grass, I don't know why it's doing that. I actually unironically really like grass types. There's a lot of Pokemon in there that I like Sceptile, I like Venusaur, I like Kartana, I like Alolan Executor, I like Virizion. There's a bunch of grass types that I really like. And for that reason, I'm putting Stupid Good. I think grass type is really good typing. It does have a lot of weaknesses though. It has weakness to ice, fire, and flying. However, I think that if you have a dual typing, then it can help with that. Some dual typings are bad, like Grass Dragon is really bad. Sorry, Mega Sceptile. But still, I think Grass type has a lot of cool Pokemon. I think Grass type is pretty decently competitive. I think they get some really good abilities. It's cool. I really like it. Let's go with Normal. Normal type has some cool Pokemon, right? However, the typing itself, kind of dumb. Not gonna lie. I don't care for Normal typing. It's not trash. It's not trash by any means. But I don't care for it. The Pokemon in it are cool. You got Grandpa, you got Snorlax, you got Slaking, you got Regigigas, my guy. It has a lot of cool Pokemon, however, the typing itself is kind of bad. It's weak to one typing fighting, but a lot of Pokemon get fighting type moves even if they're not fighting type, and it's not strong against anything. The only real advantage with normal type is that you're immune to Ghost. Don't really understand that, but whatever, I guess normal type has to have some sort of competitive up. But even though the Pokemon in it are really cool, the typing itself is just kind of meh, in my opinion. It's not bad enough to be in trash, because like I said, it is immune to Ghost type, which is good, but just, there's nothing really there to make it any better. Let's go with Fairy. Fairy typing, I like a lot. Fairy typing is one of my favorite typings. Fairy typing gets some good coverage. It's strong against Dragon, it's strong against Dark, and it's strong against Fighting. Those are some real powerhouse typings that's strong against. It's weak to Poison and Steel, and Fire resists it, if I'm not mistaken. But even so, Fairy types are either insanely powerful, especially, or insanely bulky, or like a perfect mix of the two. It's such a good typing. There's a lot of Pokemon that should be Fairy typing, such as Milotic. The Fairy type Pokemon that it has are really good. You got Sylveon, you got Xerneas, you got Togekiss, you got all these Pokemon that are Fairy typing. It's really good. I really like it. I think a lot of normal Pokemon that became Fairy, it was good for the Pokemon. I didn't initially like it at first just because I was like, oh, it's lazy taking this Pokemon and making it this type when it's already dual typing. But over the years, I've gotten, who cares? It's really cool. It's not fundamentally changing the whole Pokemon. It's just changing normal to Fairy for the most part. And even then, it makes the Pokemon that much better because it's Fairy type. So yeah, I really like it. Let's go with Bug. Bug is another one of those typings where it's not necessarily bad, but I don't really care for it. It's in meh. I like it better than normal, but it's meh. And I have a friend, Natty. I know you don't watch the videos, but if you watch it, I'm sorry. I know it's your favorite typing. But it's just, the typing itself is not great. It's weak to flying, which makes sense. It's weak to fire, that makes sense. The Pokemon in it are cool. You got Galvantula, you got Genesect, you've got, I want to say Flygon, but Flygon isn't Bug. You have Yanmega, you have a bunch of really cool Bug type Pokemon. You got Scizor, you got Mega Scizor. It's just the typing itself is not really there for me. You know what I mean? It's not really there. Poison type, another okay typing. I like Poison type. This is a very difficult one for me because I don't insanely love it, but I don't really dislike it either. But I think it deserves a better spot than meh. This Poison is weak to Ground and Psychic, if I'm not mistaken. It's strong. Oh, it's weak to Ground, Psychic. It's strong against Fairy, I know. It's resistant against Fighting, because I think the two typings resist... No, that's Bug and Fighting resist each other. Poison resists Fighting. Fighting does not resist Poison. It doesn't really have any other strategic advantages other than Fairy, I don't think. I'm looking at the other typings, and I'm just... It's like, no. So, it's an okay typing. The Pokemon are really good. You got Weezing, you got Nidoking, you got... What is it? The Ultra Beast. Not Nihilego, even though it is poison. The other one, the Dragon Poison one that Ash got. I can't remember its name. It's a good typing. It's got some good Pokemon. It's just for me, personally, it is far from my first choice. I want to go with my favorite, Dragon. Dragon's goated. I love Dragon. Dragons are so cool. Every Dragon-type Pokemon, when it's fully evolved, hits like a goddamn truck. Every fucking one of them. You got Dragonite, you got Hydreigon, you got Rayquaza, you got Zekrom, you got Reshiram. You got all these cool Pokemon. You got Latias, so many Megas. Mega Charizard X is Dragon-type for fuck's sake. Arceus is technically a Dragon-type if you give it the Dragon Stone. Even though competitively, I do wish it was slightly better. I understand why Dragon is only strong against itself, because all the Dragon types hit like a fucking truck. And if you gave it Stab and super effective against any of the typings, you're getting obliterated. But I also wish it didn't have as many weaknesses. It was weak to Dragon and Ice, and then that was it. Then they added Fairy, which made it weak to Fairy, which makes sense. And Fairy Tales and stuff like that, Fairies actually took out Dragons. However, for someone who loves Dragon types, I really wish that they didn't do that. I really wish that they made Dragon typing just a smidge better. I'm not talking like, give it some crazy, like, oh, it's strong against all the other typings. Give it something. Give it something like Fighting. Give it a strength against Fighting, because Fighting is like, people, and people get fucked up by dragons. Even if it's like Fighting becomes strong against Dragon now, because people have also been known to fuck up dragons for like, knights. That's fine. Just make it strong against something else other than itself, please. Let's go Rock. Rock is the worst typing competitively. It has so many weaknesses. Most of its moves have very low accuracy for some reason. I think the only Rock type move that does damage that actually has 100% accuracy is Rock Throw. I'm 90% sure that that's it. Don't get me wrong, a lot of the Rock moves hit stupid hard, but it's because they have low accuracy and nobody uses these things. But no, it's a shame. You got a lot of cool Rock types. You've got Golem, you've got Lycanroc, you've got fucking Zygarde, my guy. It's a shame that the typing itself sucks. And I can't bring myself to put it in trash, because I do genuinely like Rock-type Pokemon, and I like Rock-type as a whole. I just wish it didn't, give more than one move 100% accuracy, please. And it's, especially since it's got all these weaknesses. It's weak to water, it's weak to grass, it's weak to ground, weak to steel, weak to fighting. Come on, man, that's goddamn close to half the typings, man. Come on, give it something. Give it 100% accuracy move, please. That it doesn't suck. Go water. The most common Pokemon type, I think 60% of Pokemon are this typing, and it's a decent typing. They can either hit hard or they're real bulky, or a combination of two. Gyarados hits hard, Milotic is pretty decently bulky, Azumarill is bulky but also can hit hard. You have Seismitoad in this, you have Kyogre in this, you have Palkia. You have a lot of power in water typing. And water typing, I think it's okay overall, but like I had a Poison, might wind up as super good later, but I think it's an okay for now. It's not that water typing is very bad. I think that water typing, it's just so many water types that it's just kind of like, big deal, it's water type for me. Like, it's like if you had your favorite food, right? If you eat your favorite food every day for a year, you're gonna get tired of it. I think that's with me and water types. I've seen so many water types and I use water types so often that I'm just like, it's whatever. So, for me, for right now anyway, water is gonna be okay. It might be bumped up. It's definitely not going down. It might be bumped up, but for now, that's just gonna stay. Let's go with an odd one, ground. Ground typing is another one of those that's pretty good. You have Golem, again, is ground type. You have Groudon, a really good ground type. You have Nidoking, another cool ground type. Ground typing is weird, in my opinion, because you think it would be just rock, but it's not. I don't know why they made ground typing and rock typing, but they did. But I really like ground type. I would honestly say I think it belongs in stupid good, but I like water more. So I think I'm gonna move water up to stupid good, but ground typing behind it. Ground typing, like I said, is really good. You got Torterra, Earthquake, one of the most strong moves in Pokemon. Base 100 accuracy, base 100 power, no drawbacks other than it hits your side of the field, but it doesn't hurt the Pokemon using it. So in 1v1s, it's insanely good. Basically, the only Pokemon that aren't getting hit by it are flying Pokemon. If Pokemon use Dig when you use Earthquake, I'm pretty sure it does extra damage. It's a really good typing. It's strong against Steel, it's strong against... I always think it's strong against Fire, but it's not. It's very dumb. It resists Fire, but it's not strong against Fire. Strong against Steel, it's strong against Electric. It's the only thing that can touch Electric types. So, it's pretty decent. It's very needed, especially for Electric types. Even if you don't have a ground type Pokemon, I feel like a Pokemon needs to know a ground type move. At least one of your Pokemon that isn't weak to Electric needs to know a ground type move. Especially if you're doing like a Nuzlocke, or even casual playthroughs, it's very vital that somebody knows a ground type move. You know Electric? Let's go with Electric types. Electric type is really cool to me. I really like Electric types, but I believe they're an okay. I really like Electric types. You got your Jolteon, you got your Piggybolt, you've got your, Regieleki, you have Zekrom, it's an Electric type. You got a lot of cool Electric types, but the typing as a whole, it's strong against Water and Flying, which, like we said, a majority of Pokemon are Water types, so you have huge coverage around most of the Pokemon if they're not a typing that also is either immune or resists Water. Like if it's Water Ground, like a Swampert, it's not going to do anything. But you also have the coverage of Flying, which is really handy, because the only other typing that's strong against Flying is Ice and Rock. Rock doesn't hit shit, and Ice types are Glass Cannon. So, being Electric typing, it is really good, but it's one of those like hit or miss things, like a double-edged sword. Like a lot of them are like crazy fast and hit crazy hard, but the defenses aren't quite there unless they're just like a monster of a Pokemon. So, for that reason, it's an okay. Go with Dark. Dark's another cool typing. You have Absol in this typing, you have Shiftry, you have Sableye, you have, technically Arceus is in every typing, but that's neither here nor there. Dark typing is really good. I really like Dark typing. I don't like it as much as Electric, but I like it more than Poison. So it's gonna go here. Dark typing is weak to Bug and Fighting. Fighting, because good versus evil. Okay, that makes sense. Bug, I don't know, I guess because Bug's living in the dark. So, Dark typing's gonna go here. I don't really know how Dark typings are crazy competitively. Just because like I know some of them hit really hard, but I know some of them are also like pretty bulky. So it's honestly it could go either way. So Flying type. Flying for me is decent. I don't see it going in any of these, honestly. But if I had to pick one, I think Flying type would be an okay. I like it better than Dark, I like it, but I don't like it as much as Electric. Flying is okay, mainly because there's only one pure Flying type, which is Tornadus. Everything else is dual, for a reason. Flying is weak to Electric, Ice, and Rock. Rock can't hit it, so you're fine. Ice is a Glass Cannon. They're usually fast and they hit hard, but they're frail as shit. And so if you can hit them with almost anything, they're gonna die. Electric is the biggest weakness for Flying, especially since most Flying types are dueled with Water, so it's going to be quad damage. But, because of that, they can't be hit by ground moves, so Stab Grab from Torterra, Groudon, Zygarde, those type of Pokemon, they are not going to get hit. So, it's a good typing, but it's, again, like Electric type, a double-edged sword. So Ghost types, these motherfuckers are creepy as shit. You got your Gengar, you got your Dragapult, you have Aegislash, a lot of good Pokemon are in Ghost type. A lot of good Pokemon. Which might actually make it in Stupid Good. I don't think it's on par with Goated, but it's really good in Stupid Good. You have, basically, think of a Pokemon type. Almost every Pokemon type, you can pick a Pokemon that, you can pick it, and odds are there's a Pokemon there that is also Ghost. I think the only typing we have right now that doesn't also have a ghost type is Fairy, Fighting, and Steel. Maybe Psychic. I don't think there's Psychic Ghost. I don't think there's Steel Ghost. I could be wrong on that. I'm pretty sure those are the only 4 that don't have a ghost type counterpart. Ghost typing covers a lot. They're usually bulky. They usually have Levitate, so ground type moves can't hit them. It's pretty good. They've got stab, quick attack pretty much. It's awesome. I love ghost types. So Fighting. Fighting type. My favorite Pokemon is in Fighting type. However, the typing itself is kind of mid for me. Fighting type is kind of mid. I would probably put it here. Mainly because they're weak to Flying and Psychic, which mind over matter makes sense. The Flying, I don't really get it. I guess because they can't fly themselves. I don't know. It's kind of mid. They're strong against Rock, Steel, and Dark, and Ice. Basically, think of something. If you can break it, it's strong against it. And then Dark, because good and evil. They resist Bug. Bug also resists them. I don't really know why. They're weak to Fairy. They're weak to Psychic. They're weak to Flying. So they're weak to 3 things. I took out Fairy. Dragon resists them. Pretty sure Ghost resists. Pretty sure Grass resists. Definitely Flying. Definitely resists. Poison resists. There's a lot of things resist it. So the Pokemon in it are cool. The typing is kind of mid. Both Ice. We've been talking about Ice being a glass cannon this entire time. But there's a lot of really cool Pokemon in Ice type. You got Kyurem, you got Frostlass, you got Glalie, especially Mega Glalie. You have Sneasel and Weavile. You have what's the ice moth thing? I can't remember its name. You have Lapras, my guy. Fucking Lapras. So I think Ice actually belongs in the very front of OK. It's better than Electric. It has more coverage than Electric. It's strong against Flying and Dragon. That's the big thing. Ice is really good against Dragon. And there's a few dragons that are flying dragons, so it's quad weak. I'm pretty sure it's also strong against Grass. So if it's Dragon Grass or Dragon Flying, they are fucked. I think they're strong against Bug as well. But the only problem is, like I said, they're a glass cannon. It's similar to Rock. Weak to Fighting, weak to Rock, weak to Steel. They are weak to Fire. I don't think they're weak to Ground. But they have a lot of weaknesses, but they have a decent amount of coverage, and they're pretty speedy. Excluding, I think, Glalie. So, like I said, it's a double-edged sword, just like a lot of stuff in OK, but it's enough for it to be like, yes, Ice types are worth it. Let's go with Fire. Finish the starter trilogy. Fire is another pretty good typing. It's a starter's choice for a reason. It's weak to Water, it's weak to Rock, it's weak to Ground, it's strong against Steel, it's strong against Ice, it's strong against Grass, it's strong against Bug. It resists Fairy, which is a biggie. Not many typings that are strong against Fairy resist it. I think this is the only one that's not innately super effective against Fairy that resists it. But there's a lot of fire types too. You got Charizard, you've got Heatran, you've got name a fire starter. Obviously, any starter in any game has a fire type. So a lot of starters are in this typing. Got the primals for this, primal Groudons, ground fighting, ground fire. So I think for that reason, it's also gonna wind up super good. I'm gonna put it in the back because I like these typings better than fire. Fire's a cool typing. What can I say? It's really cool. It's really good. It's got a lot of good Pokemon in it. I really like it. Let's go with Steel. Steel is strong against Fairy, which is really good. Strong against Fairy, strong against Ice, strong against Rock, weak to Fire, Fighting, and Ground. So it's really bulky and it hits like a truck, but it's slow as shit for the most part. Most of them are, unless it's like Kartana, I think is one exception. But it loses all of its defense for its speed. But with that being said, I really like Steel type. I like it better than Fire and Ground. Steel typing is really cool. You got Metagross in this typing. You've got Celesteela in this typing. You've got Aggron in this typing. It's such a good typing. So many good Pokemon are in this typing. Hits like a goddamn truck, even though everything in it's slow as shit. But it's really good. I really like this one. Finally, Psychic. Psychic is strong against Fighting. It is strong against Poison. And I think that's it. I know it's weak to Ghost, Dark, and Bug, the 3 Fierce. That's what it's weak to. But that means they all hit so hard. You got Gardevoir in this typing. You've got Gothita in this typing. You got Reuniclus in this typing, my guy. You got fucking Reuniclus in here. Do we have a Psychic Legendary? Yeah, we got a few. We got Mewtwo. Fucking, how can I forget about Mewtwo? Mewtwo's in this typing. But the typing, if we were going off Pokemon in this typing, it'd be Psychic, but we're going over the typing itself. So we're going to put it in Stupid Good, but in the very front of Stupid Good. Because it's such good, like I said, we're going over the typing itself. The Pokemon do sway what's in the typing for a bit, but we're also looking at strengths, weaknesses, how many Pokemon's in it, how good the moves are, all that good stuff. It's in Stupid Good. It's just barely not enough to be goated, because I think it's only strong against fighting and poison. I could be wrong against that, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. I'm pretty sure Steel resists it, but I would say I don't know, but I kind of do know. That is my tier list, and don't forget, this is the most accurate tier list that is available. All of the tier lists are in fact wrong, but if you think I did screw up somewhere, let me know in the comments below. Make sure to check the description down below to go to my Twitch, twitch.tv/SuperNuff796. We try to stream. I say try. I'm back at work now, and I'm trying to put more YouTube videos out than streams. So bear with me on that, but I try to stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And if you missed any of my live streams, don't forget to check out SuperNuff VODs. I take all my VODs, upload them to YouTube, so that way you can watch the VOD in its entirety. If you need something to play in the background, I don't know what she's barking at. But if you want to check it in my VODs, the link is down in the description. I also have a second channel where I upload pretty much anything not Pokemon related. Right now the only video up is a deck list for new or returning Yu-Gi-Oh players. That's down in the description. I have a Discord where we post memes, we have discussions, all that good stuff. That will be also linked down in the description. I have TikTok where I post all kind of short-term based content as well. And I have Twitter where I post all my garbage opinions. Everything that I listed will be all in the description. But with that being said, if you like the video, make sure to like button, comment below what you think of the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, sub the channel, helps yours, helps me as a whole. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.
Take bars, little man.